Hello student, welcome to the chemistry class. Today we discuss part 5 of chapter 2 solution of standard 12. We already discussed colligative property like elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point and vapor pressure lowering. Today we discuss osmotic pressure. So what is osmotic pressure? The process of flow of solvent molecule from solvent to solution or from solution of lower concentration to solution of higher concentration through a semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. So first we learn osmosis. So what is osmosis? See here, it is pure solvent. Here it is solution. Okay. So concentration of solute in chamber A is less compared to chamber B, okay, because here only solvent is present. So I consider as it is dilute solution, it is concentration solution. So movement of solvent particle from lower concentration to higher concentration is known as osmosis. Okay. So what is osmosis? So osmosis is the movement of solvent particle from lower concentration to higher concentration. Now here it is semi-permeable membrane SPM. So SPM allows only solvent molecule to pass from lower concentration to higher concentration. Now what is osmotic pressure? The pressure applied on the solution side to stop the flow of solvent molecule due to osmosis is called osmotic pressure. So see here there is a movement of movement of solvent particle from lower concentration to higher concentration. Okay. To stop this movement we have to apply certain pressure on solution side. This pressure is applied to stop the movement of solvent from lower concentration to higher concentration. This extra pressure is known as osmotic pressure. So what is osmotic pressure? Osmotic pressure is a pressure which apply on the solution side to stop the movement of solvent molecule from solvent molecule that move from lower concentration to higher concentration, means to stop the movement of solvent we apply pressure on solution side, means higher concentration side. This is known as osmotic pressure. Okay. Now if a pressure is higher than osmotic pressure, what happen? Means here if we apply pressure higher than osmotic pressure, here if we apply more pressure, then what happen? The solvent molecule are moved from higher concentration to lower concentration. So this process is known as reverse osmosis, which is used in purification of water. We know RO water. In RO water reverse osmosis is used. So in reverse osmosis the solvent molecule are moved from higher concentration solution to pure solvent side. Okay. Now we completed 3 total process definition. One is osmosis, second is osmotic pressure and third one is reverse osmosis. Okay. Now how to find the equation for osmotic pressure? So expression for osmotic pressure for dilute solution can be found by following method. So first we know osmotic pressure of a solution is directly proportional to molar concentration of solution, means C at a given temperature. So pi is proportional to C and pi is proportional to T, means osmotic pressure of any solution is directly proportional to concentration of solution or at given temperature, means it depend on concentration and temperature. So we can write pi proportional to Ct. Okay, so pi proportional to C, pi proportional to T. So in general we can write as pi proportional to Ct. If we want to remove the proportionality sign, we introduce a constant which is gas constant R. Okay, so our equation become pi is equal to CRT. Now if N2, what is C? Is a concentration, molarity. So what is molarity? Molarity is equal to capital M is equal to moles divided by volume of solution. Okay, so if N2 is a mole of solute and V is a volume of solution in liter, then C can be written as N2 by V. Put the value of C in the above equation, we get pi is equal to N2 by V into RT. Okay, so if I take V on a left, then our equation become pi V is equal to N2 RT. Okay, now what is N2? N2 is a mole. Okay, moles of solute, and we know moles is equal to weight upon molecular weight. Now this equation is known as one top equation for dilute solution. Suppose W2 is a mass of solute and M2 is a molar mass of solute, then we know moles is equal to weight upon molecular weight. Put this value on equation, we get pi V is equal to W2 RT upon M2. Here we put the value of moles, means equation of moles, that is W2 upon M2. Now if we take M2 on this side, we get equation of molecular mass, that is M2 is equal to W2 RT upon pi V. Okay, so W2, from this equation we can find the molecular mass of solute which is present in given solution. So it is very easy to find the molecular mass from above equation if the value of weight of solute, gas constant, temperature, osmotic pressure and volume of solution is given. So if we know the value of this quantity, means these 5 factors, we can easily find the molecular mass of given solute. Now the molecular mass of solute can be calculated by equation 4. Now from this there is 3 type of solution on the basis of osmotic pressure. First one is isotonic solution. So what is isotonic solution? If two solution have same osmotic pressure, two solution have same, means pi, if we have solution A and B and the value of pi A and pi B, means osmotic pressure value are same and the concentration Ca and Cb also same, then this solution is known as isotonic solution. So what is the condition for solution to having be a isotonic? That is, the osmotic pressure must be same and the concentration also must be same. Now second is hypotonic solution. So what is hypotonic solution? If a solution have lower osmotic pressure relative to other, means if one osmotic pressure of one is higher than another, lower than another, then this means this solution is known as hypotonic solution. Okay, also the concentration is lower than the relative one. So if the solution have lower osmotic pressure or lower concentration of solute relative to other, then this two solution is known as hypotonic solution. Another is hypertonic solution. If a solution have higher osmotic pressure or higher molecular concentration relative to other, this is also called hypertonic solution. Okay, now let solve one example that calculate the osmotic pressure at 273 Kelvin of 5% solution of urea. Molecular mass of urea is given, that is 60 gram per mole. Gas constant is 0.0821 liter atmosphere per degree mole. Now we have the value that 5% solution of urea, means 5 gram urea per 100 ml of solution is given. Now what is the equation of osmotic pressure? We know pi is equal to N2 by VRT. Okay, so pi is equal to WRT upon M2V. We already know this equation, We know the value of W2, that is 5 gram, volume is 100 ml, that is 0.1 liter, M2 is given already 60 gram, R is 0.0821. We as we put the value of this, we get the value of osmotic pressure, that is 18.68 atm. Okay, the unit of atmospheric pressure is atm. Okay, now abnormal molar mass. Colligative property is inversely proportional to molecular mass of solid. Okay, we already discussed in every equation the colligative property means relative lowering vapor pressure, depression in freezing point, elevation in boiling point, and osmotic pressure are inversely proportional to molecular mass of solid. So, due to association or dissociation, what is association? When two same molecule are combined, it is association. Okay, and when means from more, if two or more are present in reactant side and in product side we get only one. Okay, when two molecules are combined we get association. Okay, and when a molecule get decomposed into two fragment, then it is dissociations, means solution of NaCl if we form, then it convert into Na plus and Cl minus ion. So, it is dissociation. Okay. So, association, and due to association and dissociation, the molecular mass of substance calculated from its colligative property is either lower or higher than the expected normal value. Such molecular mass is called abnormal molecular mass. Now, see here, dissociation example is given that KCl are dissociate into ions that K plus and Cl minus. Also, sodium chloride are dissociate into sodium ion and chloride ion. Now, what is dissociation? Association. Association here, the two moles of acetic acid are combined to form dimer of acetic acid, that is CH3COOH twice. Okay. So, how that association are take place? So, see, there is a presence of OH bonding in acetic acid. So, there is an intermolecular H bonding between carbonyl group of one acetic acid to hydrogen of OH group. Okay. See here, carbonyl of O, CO, means this O are attached to hydrogen of OH of another acetic acid. So, it forms dimer of acetic acid. To calculate the extent of association or dissociation, Van 't Hoff gave a factor I, which called Van 't Hoff factor. Okay. So, how to calculate I? So, the equation of I is equal to normal molecular mass, that is calculated upon abnormal molecular mass, that is observed. I is equal to observed colligative property or calculated colligative property. This is second equation. The third equation is total number of moles of particle The third equation is total I is equal to total number of moles of particle after association or dissociation upon total number of moles of particle before association or dissociation. If I is equal to 1, there is no dissociation or association. It is important for MCQ. If I is less than 1, then association is occur, and if I is greater than 1, then dissociation is occur. So, due to the Van 't Hoff factor, the colligative property equation are modified. So, the first relative lowering of vapor pressure P0 minus P1 upon P0 is become P is equal to I into N2 upon N1. So, Van 't Hoff factor is introduced here. Okay. Now, elevation in boiling point, here also I is introduced, freezing point also Van 't Hoff factor introduced. Same way in osmotic pressure equation I also introduce. Osmotic pressure for electrolyte, pi is equal to x into CRT or pi is equal to I into CRT. So, what is x? It is number of ion. For example, NaCl, how many ions are there? 2. Na plus and Cl minus. In MgCl2, 3 ions are there. In AlCl3, 4 ions are there. So, I is equal to Van 't Hoff factor. Now, degree of dissociation and Van 't Hoff factor. So, the fraction of the total substance that undergo dissociation is called degree of dissociation. So what is degree of dissociation? The total substance that goes dissociated. Means if we have a solution that in that 100% molecule cannot go dissociate or associate. Okay, so degree of factor gives us idea that how much number of molecule get associate or dissociate. Here I is equal to number of moles dissociated upon total number of moles taken. For example, here A gives N1 B plus N2 C. So initially we have 1. At that time B and C are 0 0, but after certain time alpha moles of B produce and alpha N1 of A B produce and N2 of C produce. So how much A is reduced? So 1 minus alpha. And how much ions are produced? N alpha. So total is equal to 1 alpha, 1 minus alpha plus N alpha. It is 1, take alpha as a common, 1 plus N minus 1 alpha. So I is equal to what I get? I is equal to 1 plus N minus 1 alpha, that is total upon produce upon 1. So we get alpha is equal to I upon N minus 1. If we simplify this equation, we get alpha is equal to I minus 1. This one comes here, so it is I minus 1, and this N minus 1 comes in a denominator. Okay, so we get alpha is equal to I minus 1 into upon N minus 1. Okay, this is equation for degree of dissociation.